So welcome back to my little first impression of Tales of Xillia. Yes, finally I got the game. I am now 10 hours into the game. I am at Fort Granada. And if you remember my Tales of Symphonia review or first impression, you know that I absolutely loved the game. Well, Tales of Xillia weirdly and awesomely improves on pretty much all fronts. The storyline, in my opinion, is actually interesting from the get-go. Not just 2 or 3 or 4 hours into the game. No, it's interesting from the start you're playing it. You just want to know what the hell is going on. And what is she doing? What is he doing? And I truly freaking like the storyline. And there's a lot of sub-stories, of course. A lot more than Tales of Symphonia. There's a lot of more quests than Tales of Symphonia, so there's a lot more to do that involves around the storyline and other storylines. The characters, just like Tales of Symphonia, are pretty freaking cool. They're not just this bland whatever, you don't give a shit about characters like a lot of the PlayStation 3 RPGs. No, they're actually likable characters, and my most favorite is Alvin. He's really cool, he's really smart, and but he hides something really evil, really sinister, and that is just like Tales of Symphonia. Every character in this game has a background that I bet at the end of the game like connects to all of them to one, like holy shit, that's why. And that's really cool, because if you have a character and you're like, okay, this is the character, and they don't tell you anything about it, the character doesn't have some part in the storyline, then why the hell is that character in the game? So I freaking like it that again every character has a part in the game and every character has a background, and slowly you know what the hell it is. Now graphically the game looks of course a lot better than Tales of Symphonia, but don't expect Final Fantasy quality. They're not that good, but still the game looks really cool. So yeah, you definitely see that it's a PlayStation 3 game instead of just a HD port of a GameCube game. Now the battle system is freaking awesome. I love the Tales of Symphonia battle system. I pretty much like the Tales of battle system, but this is, in my opinion, the best one. It is fast-paced, it is fluid, it's easy control, hard to master, and they have this mode where you can link to a character, and then you can flank the enemy and you can create chain combos to inflict even more damage on the characters. So that's really freaking cool. I love the battle system, and I have no idea why no other game developer that make Japanese RPGs are not using this type of I only know Star Ocean, The Last Hope. That's the only game I know that kind of uses that battle system. Instead of those wacky, over-the-top, 20 million damage, turn-based bullshit. I have no idea why they're not doing it. So yeah, the battle system is absolutely freaking awesome. What I really like about this game is with a traditional RPG, you go to a dungeon, right? And you go to a town. And in that town you have a certain amount of items, certain amount of weapons and armor, and the next town has even better armor and even better weapons. Well, they created this system that's actually, if you think about it, pretty smart. You have to gather materials and defeat monsters, so you actually have a point of grinding to gain items, materials, and you can donate those items to a shop that is in the game worldwide. So every shop is pretty much the same. You donate materials and the shop level can go up, and then they will introduce better items, more gear, better items, more food. So it makes you, because what I see is there is no limit to when you actually can upgrade. So I grinded at the first part like 4 or 5 hours, and I actually had weapons that were a lot stronger than most of the enemies I encountered, and so I easily defeated the boss. I could easily run through the dungeons, and you could say that creates maybe an unbalancing in the game, but then again I grinded for 4 hours, so you put effort in. and gaining some rewards back. And I don't even have like the best of the best, because a couple of dungeons later my weapons were already underpowered. But it's just a really cool system to make you actually go out in the world, go grind, go explore, go harvest, and there are a lot of different items and weapons. I also like that, I don't remember, maybe that it was, but with Tales of Symphonia you could make your own food and you get special abilities like, you know, a little bit more HP, a little bit more that, or you get HP extra. Well, they increased that system with Tales of Xillia, where you can't actually make food, but you can of course upgrade the shop and buy food, and you can get like 50% more experience, you get more gold, you get more defense, you get more attack for like 10 times you fight, or 4 times you fight. So that's really cool, because you know, with the grinding system, they have created this really cool system that you actually want to fight. You want to grind for levels, because you can level up faster, and when you fight you get more money, you can buy more food, you can level up more faster or get more money, and the circle continues. So it's really freaking awesome. I really like the system they created. And it's just something new, instead of, you know, doing the dungeon there, buying new weapons, and it's really cool. And also, of course, the better weapons are really freaking expensive. So at a certain point of grinding, you just stop grinding, because you only get like 50 gold and a weapon costs like 8,000 or 9,000, and you want to have everything, all the armors, all the accessories. So of course you're gonna move on. That's logically. Also, what I also like, and maybe not like, where Tales of Symphonia has a traditional world map, it now uses a system of pretty much Final Fantasy X, where you actually walk from one point to another and just get, you know, a plane and get levels, just like Final Fantasy X. But it does make you feel like you're actually exploring the world. You are seeing what it is, instead of just walking on the world map and seeing the map itself. Even though I do like the world map setting, because of the battle system and the guarding system, it is really a lot of fun to actually roam around, and the maps don't look overly large, just like Final Fantasy XII, where it's too big. You just want to rush through the map. No, it isn't really a big map. So overall, Tales of Xillia is actually a nice freaking surprise. I absolutely love this game. Absolutely love it, but I just cannot stop playing. And there are so many side quests you can do. You can do hunting quests and kill those monsters and gather this. And the combat system is so fast paced, it's so fluid, the storyline is so interesting, the characters are interesting. You just want to know what the hell is after this event or after this event. You want to know how the storyline evolves to, and what's going to happen. Are we going to see actually war, this and that, and what the hell is Xillia, you know, the spirit, what is she afraid of, what the hell are the humans doing? So yeah, Tales of Xillia is really awesome. If you love RPGs, definitely, you already have this game if you love RPGs. If you don't have the game, or like, oh, I'm waiting for a price drop, because the game is pretty expensive, here at least. If you're waiting for a price drop, or you're like, oh no, I'm gonna wait for this and wait for that, get the freaking game. It's absolutely the best RPG for the PlayStation 3 as of now, because, you know, the other Tales of games are also coming. Leave in the comments below, did you play Tales of Xillia, and which character was the most favorite for you, and did you like it? And what is better in your opinion, Tales of Symphonia or Tales of Xillia? Leave it in the comments below. And like freaking always, I will see you next time.